Check. Interview squad in the building. Yeah.
Yes.
Thursday evening rain. It's raining. It's a nice little feeling in a tropical country. Sorry for the persons who can experience it overseas, but it's good down here. Everything, Barnes.
Yeah, good, It's episode 7 hot car, our interested person today. So we can go.
Okay. We're London.
Yes, I'm here, busy getting things ready for our guest. The winningest BBH coach, Ruan, Yeah, man.
All bag of things. Before we bring in Ruan, so I could do a quick recap because one thing I have to really say, thanks to all the viewers that keep on watching and also try to make contact with us and give us your feedback on what is going on. A lot of viewers say that a lot of things they like and they are more inspired now to be a part of basketball. And just the mere fact that I even read a couple texts pushing that initiative, I think is a good thing, and we really appreciate the viewers to constantly check in and ensure that the interview squad have an audience to talk to these guests. Who's the most interesting guest you think we had so far, Barnes?
Well, no one beat the boss Abdul still.
There's Abdul. Who will give it to?
Everybody,
Everybody.
I learned something, from everybody.
They try to have the high school.
I think the interview with the interview with the sportswoman of the year was a good one.
Okay.
Because people, I can tell you for me, I never know say she win it. So good.
I see a farmer slayers jump in a while ago,
Okay.
I know my brother is a legend.
Kali, man. Big up Kali. My virgin that,
What's up, all that Barnes? Yeah, so
big up virgin Kali, man.
Yeah, so as I said before, we're glad that person's tuning in, and if you realize we pushed the time now to 6. Persons had some concern about the early start, 1 p.m. They couldn't get a chance to leave work, settle down, get a glass of lemonade or whatsoever and tune in. So your request has been granted. So now we are here at 6 p.m. to entertain.
I like another legend, Slayers legend too. I don't know if you know how you would say, Yes, it. But I name Ratty. If you never hear his name,
up.
Yeah, man. I'm not.
Shout out to Ratty.
People are tuning in for see Ruan, and that me realize Ruan the boy here from me,
And at night, open up on the light, because feeling, this interview in the dark, This is the light off.
But no one ready for bringing me.
Alright. In backstage, because always some fun turn up late. Yeah, so we're good to go. So alright. Tonight, as most viewers know, for those who don't know, we're interviewing a person in Jamaica we can consider all about basketball. We can just say when they talk about basketball, it's hard to mention basketball without making reference to this person. He's a coach. Yeah, he's a coach by nature. Even when he's outside and basketball not keep him still trying to coach and giving his own little input. So
coach.
Yeah, if level doesn't really matter. Mini, high school, college, senior, this person is always there to support the sport and try to groom these players to be better players. And it's a privilege to have Ruan Robinson, now the assistant coach and director of player personnel for Jamaica basketball team on our show. So with all due respect, Ruan.
For some reason I feel like Ruan have some issues again. I don't know how to go on. Ruan, if you're hearing us, try and get your internet up, please, bro. And come back in. Yeah. What go on? You go on talk. Me soon come out. Me soon come back.
All right, then that's our word. Yeah.
Boy, the most decorated coach.
I wonder if will it maybe him still will see not him to the shadow. Will I think in the end that maybe him still there enough.
True that too. But with that said, Gary, I just we're gonna talk Ruan. Ruan are one of the most decorated coaches in Jamaica. So yeah, good to hear from his view and how he wants to see basketball move forward. So this is gonna be a good one. The people need to listen in and tune in to what Ruan is gonna say.
And we are planning to touch some points where persons who are playing the game, especially players, female, males, should tune in because we are going to ask some questions that relate to our national program, how we're going about recruiting, what are some of the advice to these players, what they need to work on, and who best to hear from than the person who is a part of the leading team.
He's a local recruit. Remember that, he's a local
recruiter. Yeah, so he's the person
who the local ballers them. So you need to come in and hear.
Yeah, and he has been walking basically everywhere. In Venture, Mobile, Manchester, Kingston, Portland. So he's really looking for the best baller, not only in the Southern Conference, but overall. So it's a good. So wherever, if you have a friend you normally play the sport and they are playing this, text them, tell them to just tune in now, because next 5 minutes you'll be on and we can ask those questions.
So Gary, we can questions. We can go and fun pon it to the forward still. So I want to know with you, who you think in Jamaica locally we can here's Ruan.
Welcome.
Yes. Welcome, Mr. Robinson.
How are you?
Like him now here.
Still freezing.
We're having some technical issues right now.
Okay.
In terms of the internet.
Okay. The viewers are still.
Come on, Ruan, man. Flo, you're not treating Flo well?
You have to log out and log in back. Thursday, even 6. We have time. The viewers are here. The viewers are eagerly waiting.
Yeah.
So,
so I was saying, Gary, when you in the island right now, we see a couple teams well, but which player you think would be a good to put in that squad though? Even boost up the squad.
Paris 24.
Locally.
All right. To be totally honest, it's going to be a little biased. It would be island-wide because I've really seen most of the players them from Southern Conference. So maybe persons in Mobile might say, we keep mentioning the Southern Conference. I've been down there. I got a chance to see some of the players, but I don't see enough game to come out with a final decision to say whether or not this person from Mobile. However, from what I've observed, from what the games that I've been to, I strongly believe that there is a player from Raytown Raptors, otherwise known, they call him Bumpy. I think he's a pure shooter. He's young. He's athletic. He's always high energy on the court, and he can shoot the lights out. He's a player I think should be a part of the tryout with the proper guidance, with our experienced coaches within the national program. It would just be fitting to get a youngster so aggressive, so eager to learn the game to really go through that training session. Also, I must say Ramon Spence, Stumbo production at Camperdown, always producing some good players, and hats off to them. And Coach Brown.
Wi-Fi. I don't want you to forget Wi-Fi. That's the name. Wi-Fi.
And to be to continue with my list, because I have about 5 persons. I really believe even Matthew McGowan, Kyle Utter from Harborview, Daniel Isaac, and Jerome Thomas. Persons might say I'm going young, but remember we're talking about 2024. Yeah,
Yes,
that's 4 years from now. So if Kyle is about 16 now or going 17, so by then he'll be about 2021. Think about his ability and if the training is right. All right, enough
So
for me.
here comes Robinson. Robinson.
I don't know what's going on with the internet.
It's even gentlemen.
Even Coach
And
Robinson.
to all the viewers.
Yes.
Sorry about the internet situation. I had to just switch from the other office to admin office.
Okay, cool.
I'm at this.
All right. As I said, when we talk about Coach Robinson, we can't think about a quick interview. We can't think about his his track record is so I don't know, so big, so long, everything because Coach Robinson have been a part of basketball, and there's no better person to interview than Coach Robinson about Jamaica basketball. But before we get into the meat of the matter, Coach Robinson, can you give the persons who might surprisingly not know who is Coach Robinson some background? When you start playing the sport, when you got introduced to it, and through which platform, who, just let them know about Coach Robinson.
And is it true you were a cricketer?
Yeah, that was my first love, cricket. I used to love cricket. I played football too. Well, for me, I attended most people think that I went to George, but I went to Holy Trinity High School. And from the whole atmosphere of living close to Sabina Park, from my community at Alman Town, we used to just love cricket every day. Just go over there. And I remember losing, getting a ball from going home one day from school, and a ball came over from some kid bat a ball over Sabina from St. George's, and I took that ball home. Apparently, a friend would play some cricket in the Era Circle, and a friend of mine ended up getting hurt from that. And then I just stopped playing, because that was my part. If we never get that ball, bring it over there. Stop playing with that. But in terms of basketball now, I used to see my friend Mighty. He used to play for Mustangs and come to school every day and shooting on the netball hoop and so forth. So that's where I saw the game. I saw him. We really get interested in the game. Apart from that, I used to go by upper camp. Those days you can walk through upper camp and Amman Barracks at the time, and where the soldier, the police, rec area, and that's where the so they used to watch the basketball. And those days, based on those time, you had tape recording and so forth. So I didn't know, but he died when I was young. So I used to go by camp and then just clean off him grave and so forth, and then walk to the top of Honor Road and come back down in my community. For years I did that. And that's where I started the game first and so forth. I didn't interested in playing anything until my team get me, my friend got me involved at school, started shooting on the hoop and so forth. Then stopped for a while, didn't stay, just shoot around and things. So then I was on the road one day, in the community, that put up a hoop, and politician was driving past. I think his name was Victor Cummings.
Okay.
It was a competition, Malta competition, and we can the community can put that together. The community gonna be at George's. So come to at George's. I noticed in the evening at George's they have some guys always come and play after. So I was always watching them, but at them time in George's are uptown people school, so Chinese people, other people,
Simon and them, you would yeah.
George. So when it finished on the security, would escort you off of the court. So where lithography is, I know you could go around. There's a tree by the school, beside by the gun, which you could climb up, because I'm really interested in the sport. Climb up and watch, and then where I saw the older guys, school players who enter D1, I should say. Bully and the other guys, Ricardo and Dean Mundy and Dave and so forth. They were playing. So each time they would walk over and so I would jump on after the fence and leave. So one day, one go the other, next one go the other. So they said, listen, don't go, you want to learn how to play. And I say, yeah. So they say, all right. Come up at the fence, I must say, jump over and say, no, walk around. And then walk on the front of the court and, started doing it. Meet I got young friend of mine, very, very good friend of mine, Joseph Gillis, he had a hoop in his house and a big Jordan fan. So the whole family had that fan.
Which is right. So
they had that fortunate to again they have a satellite dish at their house. That's the only house in the neighborhood of that satellite dish. So I'm fortunate to be working John from a long time, and but from there, teach me how to play. Remember the first time I played, after the first season, I came second in rebound. Like it. So I went home and tell my mom, so listen, I'll find something that I like. I remember the first pair of shoes to buy for me, and I say, Rockies are rookies, a baseball shoes. 2 pivots in I come up my pocket because a big one on the bottom.
Yeah.
A big one at the bottom. That's all right, good thing. And second year, just put in the work. I know I could jump, just put in the work. Second year, I win the rebounding title, and fortunately for me, also the MVP in the Division 2. And I was introduced to the national program by the Sonati. But what they did at the time, Pete was carrying away the junior team. So what they did, they sent me to the tryouts for the senior team. So I remember going in and seeing the senior guys trying working out. I remember first time I see Michael Henderson, who becomes a referee also in the beside him for Arsenal for the center. The guard was my height. And I see Andrew Kennedy and I don't think Michael was there at that time. And that's where I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the sport, and I remember my friends also were telling me each time for the team, and I tried that team for years.
Okay.
About 7 years before I met that senior team. So everybody was saying to me, don't go, you're gonna get caught, them or carry the fire. But that didn't matter to me because for the first year I realized that whenever I go, the technical skills that I learned from them, they were very technical, I should say, and Ramil, all of them, they were very technical. The skill that I learned from them is that whenever I came back into the league, I was much better than my rival at my position at power forward at the time. So I keep going.
Okay. Okay. All right. Ruan,
so you see that people, sorry, Gary, not cut you, but you see that it's not going to national team only and just making a team. You can go there and learn something from the other players and come back in the league and get better so you can go back next time and make
these kids just about these kids won't do it. I did that for 6 years. I'm a 7th year as a mentor. Mentor sit and said to me, say, boy, Rohan, boy, him see the frustration and say, boy, let me tell you the key thing to this thing. A mentor tell me the secret. Mentor say, Rohan, I want you to look at the team and look at the team need. Because remember, some start playing, we can score and all that. But these guys are more technical than us. They can score in this fit. But one thing we know is that also for they can tell you, when it comes to defense, we have that. The hustle we have that. And when I look at that team, and I said, listen, for real, and mentor said, Rohan, do this, and go up on the court. I remember I would go upstairs, they would choose the team. The team. And I said, certain things happen for a reason, I will tell you about that later. I went to the office, they everybody meet in the office, so I'm going to select the team, and he looked at me, and the selector looked at me, and he was saying to me, like you runner, they call a runner, because as soon as I rebound, play defense, I'm out. Get the ball, down the court quickly. He was saying that, do you have a passport? I was like, no. No, sorry. I said, yes, but I didn't. You understand? So I get to that. But I didn't. So I said, yes. He said, all right, you're going, So get yourself ready. I'm going to look. I said, what? So
Yes.
all upon my mind, me afraid, because me so me have the passport on the team to leave 2 weeks. 2 weeks time.
So what are you find out?
So me run, me leave from the state, me leave all my clothes. The first person I want my day, I run from the stadium. I don't grip on no at all. I run from the stadium, run straight home. Run straight home with that. But even with the passport situation, as I said, nothing happened before it's time. I'm a strong believer of that. The passport situation is that 2 years prior to that, I was trying to get my passport and taking a bus downtown. Them time the passport office is right by the sea view. And two times when the bus reached out, the Pinland area out there, so they robbed the bus. All salt am I. 2 times.
It just wasn't your time yet. Just wasn't your time.
I know your time, man.
Yeah.
Look on this now. So when I get the call up now, but make the team know everything now, I say, all right, listen, this is it. So me I worry. At the time now, Inspector Gardner was the manager for the team. And I said, he said to me, wow, it's something about you, man. He said, tell me what I got. I said to him, listen, we don't have no passport. You understand? I tell him it's another passport. And he said, what? I said, don't worry yourself, man. So me I look at him and say, just get ready tomorrow at 7 o'clock and we come pick you up and thing. Him come pick me up and carry me go to the passport office. It so happened that Inspector Gardner friend is him run passport office. And I got into passports immediately. Like today,
quick and fast, easily.
See him right there. So exactly. Nothing happened before the time, but the father put the sequence in place. Everything 2 years straight. It's like my test was to say,
patient you are.
Patient.
Yeah, I'm want it and so forth. So I see people. That's why things that really bother me. Like I know, like if it's not so it's supposed to go. You understand it now? Getting go that way. You just do the best you can from it, So that's my thing towards the 2 hours and that team. Before that, we have been having local teams where you have a local. Yeah, you used to have a local team, and then you have the senior team where they keep in playing. I was always on that team with that and so forth. But the senior team is 2000. I made that team.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. All right. Ruan. Is there, you hear me? Okay. Ruan, normally we ask player interviewee who's normally players to mention that who are the top role model when it come on to playing. I'm asking you now, which coach did you idolize or really bring you to the level that you are now, or inspire you to continue to be the coach you are today?
You will get some tactics or something.
Well, my coach I always tell you like it is, and I'm telling you, I love him style. That's why my great Popovich as one of the greatest, because I'm gonna tell you like it is, and my coach in hide, which is Rohan Allen, aka Bully.
Oh, Bully. Big up, Bully. Saints.
Bully.
Big up.
Okay.
That's my coach. Let me tell you this. He said, listen, when I raise no, when I teach no girl, if a girl can't play for me. You understand? Yes. He was with the term, but this is the way it is. I was like, listen, if you go out there, if you're not doing anything wrong and so forth, I'm not going to correct you if you do something wrong. And if the thing where people misconstrue me most time is with me most time is that if I tell you to do something and then you don't do it and then you mess up, how can you argue or feel away whenever they're going to correct you? Say, listen, this is what I want you to do. If you try it and it's not working, then we can't say, all right. But if you try it If you don't try it and do it, you want to do a mess up. What do you think the coach can do? You understand? We have to say something. That's my thing. So if you try it and it's not working, it's not like say I heard that some people say I'm not approachable or whatever. But if you try it, Barnes play for me, Simmer play for all the people. If you try what I'm saying that you're supposed to do and it don't work, don't have a problem. Not everything, and I say to them all the while too, not everything that I see from the sidelines is a different thing on the court also. So me say to them to also say, me was a player, was an administrator, was a referee, everything, because I'm going to start playing the game. Anything me I do, I want to learn everything about me. Buy my car, I want to know how to fix it. And every minute you can run to the mechanic. You understand? So with that part of it, that in terms of the coach. So some people don't understand when how to deal with certain situations, and especially players nowadays are really sensitive. Just
okay. All right, Ruan, you go Barnes. You can.
I say you as a coach is not only coaching. You kind of do lifestyle. You try influence player to move forward, even not in basketball, but in other dimensions or any other sports. I see you talk to other persons. I see it for myself personally. So I want to know. So it's like a father to the basketball players. Then some players are I can say. What inspired that way for try influence players that way actually?
Well, this thing come from my parents, my family is that come from my family where from me know myself, we have always been helping people. People sleeping on the floor, people always are taking people. You understand the help. So that's part of it. So my mom, as they said to me, with certain things, it's like some people just don't know love. You understand? Some people just don't know love. If you know it, you have to show them. And doing good, if you do good for somebody, if you look back for them, do good for you, that means you're running a business. You understand? You could do it.
Yeah.
You understand? Don't even look back for you. Just do no, so that is just you. You understand? Then could go on and try to do this, replicate it and do it good for somebody else. So from there, some always I look out for people, no matter how it is, no matter what it is. I always I try to look out for people everywhere. If you play for me, you come and just like I can tell you when it comes to even basketball to what you see me type of help out everybody to also that Star Search camp where the national starting a Star Search camp, as you know, Kim and mom started Star Search camp way down in Nats, and at the time. When the first Star Search camp, they had a program on Star Search that where are they now? A video based on some Canadian players, and in that program they were saying that players were high school stars who could go to the next level, but for some reason they never make it because they never use the sport properly. You understand? They make the sport use them, so they get caught up in the life, the ball of life. They never focus on certain things, so they get distracted. So at the end, the ball game over, they were basically nothing. You understand? So when we travel from that, we try to look on that, and we say, okay, sport at the moment. So I start to do all kind of things to make sure that I improve myself in every single way in terms of that. You know, in my profession, started to who know before. I used to make furniture. I can make furniture.
Oh, yes, everyone.
Yeah, I used to make. Yeah, I used to make furniture.
That's why it's good to have the interview, to know what is going on.
I never know that, brother.
Send some lumber and them things there.
Yeah, my stepdad had a shop and so forth. I used to love it. Just to say that the raw material come in and then what come out at the end of it. So I was very creative in terms of that. But apart from that, I had to switch because I had 2 surgery on my eye because of cyst, because of the spray. I had 2 surgery. Yeah, man. Very painful.
What?
I had to switch on my eyes. So the dust and so forth.
I'm gonna see your glasses, boy.
Yeah, no. You see, so that's what happened. So the spray and so forth, when you're spraying, it clogs up the pores in your eye, so that your eye will feel dry, or you get dry eye, and so forth.
Oh,
so
cool.
you have to lubricate it. So I did 2 surgery. I went to the hospital. I set out the next drama. I went to the hospital. So I do one. Do the one side. When I went there, they said for the appointment, they said them to the other side, and they did it. I had to call somebody to come for me at KPH, and when I came, it was one drama to see me coming out of the car, and then like the whole community come down. Is what happened to him? What happened to him? Is something that happened? What happened to him? And yeah, I was one thing, but because
love was there.
So Ruan, that's why you don't ref. You never pick up that and say I go take up refereeing. You can't really see them guys.
No, I have to tell you the truth, To tell the truth, if you because they just come around. I was one of the refereeing. I used to love it. I used to love it. Before coaching, I used to have been refereeing. I was in the top 10 in the elite refereeing. Right, because I did a lot of fun. I wanted to become just like Kevin Ganjap, the top referee.
Yeah, but me know Ganjap. Me never
first basketball coach.
Me say Ganjap
so at the time. Yeah, at the time.
Ganja, really. We are talking about somebody here.
No, me know Ganjap, man.
Yeah, he was the man. So Ganjap, when I follow Ganjap, we say, all right, boom, this is what I want to do. And then now, what we switch from refereeing is that jump bar started. Jump bar started at George's and so forth. As you know, George's our club and so forth. So jump bar started at George's now. I got all them start to break down the game and start to teach it and so forth. To fall in love with coaching, and then I started from there with George. We end up having 2 teams. 2 teams. George's D1 and D1 have 2 D1 D2 teams. From that, I wanted to enter another third. The players who didn't make the third team, that's how St. George's Saints started also. The players who didn't want to play Division 3, they said, all right, them form a different team by themselves and said, all right, we're going to play D1. So we couldn't manage 3 teams in a one coach. So they said, listen, we're going to be St. George's Saints. So Omari and some of that guys, and them formed Saints. That's how Saints came about.
And when we talk about St. George's Saints, for persons who don't know, that's a team that play in our National Basketball League out here. And they also play community leagues also. The community league.
So you're saying that Saints were the rejects of Slayers?
No, nothing that.
No, I'm just asking.
No, he's saying that there were so many teams, so they have to move. The competition only allows 2 teams in one competition.
So many talented players at George's that to split it. Okay, I understand.
Okay. All right, Ruan. All right.
We had a lot. Because remember, George's at the time, the school players are filters filter up into so you leave school, that you filter up into the club. That's how it
done back then. Yes.
Right.
All right. Ruan. All right, let's get into some things that persons want to know, and basically the interview squad has been trying to push out and try to find ways out to help basketball. So right now I'm going to take you from level 1 all the way up. All right. The first thing we want to talk about, you have been coaching not only at senior level. I know for a fact that you assist with a preparatory school, Mavisville, and so you're coaching from down there. What have you observed so far in regards to the mini basketball program, in regards to primary school basketball, and what do you think we can do as a group, as a nation, to help that mini basketball league to grow to success, basically?
The first thing it comes down to obviously market how we market the sport, and equipment is the key. If you get the ball out to them, those kids will dribble it. That's them they fall in love with it. You understand? Just get the ball out to them and them get the ball. The hardest thing is to get the equipment to them. So based on the expense of it. Because from the jump ball, my analysis of going around the country doing the jump ball to I think one of the persons from SDF, as I said to him, is that I remember when the sport got very popular. It was true when the television, and also when the Globetrotters came here and left that cantina bar also.
Okay. So
everybody had a ball dribbling. And once you had a ball dribbling apart and TV, so you get put up a crate on the light post but also. You understand?
Yes.
So
Yes.
within the prep school now, what the prep school and the primary school issue now is that get the equipment out to them also. And it plays a fact, GC Faster plays a big role in it too. Is that when the persons who go to GC, remember the same persons are teaching these sports, and they normally go teach football and
Yes.
so whenever them come to school, them are going to teach what them love.
Yes.
You understand? So we need to get more persons in the field, promote persons in the field. So yeah, Gary, you unite and you see it. You
Yes,
understand?
definitely so.
You see it. So you have to just get that in terms of that and get it out to them.
So as Ruan is saying regarding mini basketball, he believe that invest in equipment, make every player can get a ball to bounce and put up hope, so the availability of these things will attract and make them fall in love with the sport.
I agree.
All right, moving forward now, that's because we have a lot of things on the agenda. High school basketball. You also coach high school, but I'm not talking about coach every single league. So we're at high school basketball now. Persons mention about infrastructure. Persons talk about the league. It's not running long enough for the players to get enough sport, enough games to play. I wanted to address what you have observed with the high school basketball. How can we improve? If there's anything, not only improve, but if there's anything that you will give thanks to or reward the organizer for so far. But before you answer, there's a clip from Philip Anderson. A clip from Philip Anderson asking a question also in regard to the high school. So afterwards, you view this clip, you can then answer. Ruan. Will
I started playing basketball back in the 90s, and in the 90s a lot of us would play the B teams, high school B team and A team, and then we would leave and play Division 1 basketball. What can we do today to improve that? Because I don't see that anymore. Probably the last star from high school was TUS. Back in the days you had people like Nikai Campbell, Michael Jackson. Even I played.
Did you hear that, Coach Robinson?
Yeah, definitely. All right.
Okay.
One of the biggest things where people don't understand what is affecting the game in terms of that. There's the biggest issue now where you can have these persons. You don't have these persons anymore. Is that you see that those scholarships that these players are getting, who you see could say I make that transition. Once you can dribble that ball, you have a lot of players who leave in the country. You understand? And because of that, now you have talent drain. You find you have this talent.
Yes.
You know, so that in respect of that's one of the areas where I can definitely say.
I am not sure what's going on with the internet.
Well,
we just lost Rohan a while ago. I guess his internet just jumped out.
So hopefully that he will be back on shortly.
No, he's back
here.
on.
Oh yeah, man, he's good to go.
All right, yes. So as I was saying, the scholarship area where you have that player getting getting good and look promising, then leave to go overseas. You understand? Which we can benefit in the long. Other part from it is that we have a central location, like one time where everybody would know that they come at the stadium. You understand, and play. The stadium closure affects the game so much people don't even understand. because the best of the best used to come to the stadium to play.
Yes.
There were so many programs here, as Goofy alluded to before, coming to the stadium and doing the program. I'm a part of the program too. Mr. Remy typically my mentor also, and basically turned the program over to me. Just come pick me up, drop me off at the stadium with the bars and so forth, and then the kids would come in, and over time we just learn how to maneuver and do what we have to do in terms. And then after that you had in the evening you had the girls and the boys coming in at what 3 o'clock so in the evening, and they would just play. You understand? So those are some of the things that we had, but a home is very, very critical. And the thing is this: we don't have a home, and it affects the game so much. Of all of which traveled, based on all of the countries that I've visited and so forth, the one thing that they have over us is that the facility.
A home for the game.
Home for the game. We don't have one. You understand?
Okay.
Netball is struggling because of it too. Netball is struggling because of it too. You know?
Yeah.
So that is good.
All right. So with high school, just to get it out what Ruan mentioned, because we want to put it point format basically. He mentioned about the equipment and getting a lot, just the availability of playing basketball for the mini basketball. For the high school, we need to advertise more about the scholarship so they can see it as a profession, and also a home need to be there where they can go and view players to motivate them and keep them as role model regardless. We're now to college, Ruan.
Gary, before
yes, man.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Him say about in high school, but I feel if I'm asking him, feel it's best teams and to use the auditorium. So if rain fall, the game still play.
That's something we can venture into. But Love High School might not have the auditorium big enough to put a court in, but the high school that can, coaches can approach the principal, approach the board, write a letter, show them the importance, and see how many they can win over. All right, we're at the college now. Ruan, I want to touch on what you observed throughout college basketball. I'm not going to say just for the males, also for the females, because you're also a female basketball coach. You do everything. Regarding basketball. Ruan, deal with it. So, what you have observed with the college league that can improve, or what you like about it, and with the female, personally, we had a conversation with a female college player, and she mentioned about just four teams entering, and I think that is on 3 teams. I think that is something that, as a country, as a boss, we're trying to build. That is something we need to see how we can fix that. What's your view on the male college plus the female?
All right. In terms of college now, the competition used to be very, very high in college, just like high school and all of that. And the same thing that I said about the players getting scholarship and going overseas, that affect us also coming in. You understand?
Yes.
The popularity of the game as an issue, where before they said the game was pretty good because most of the players are in college and leaving college and then go back to play have a match in the night, go play a P1 night, which is very good, but the big league. So you find that atmosphere was very good. I remember leaving the stadium after we done play. You take a play, you play, and we're gone up there and watch. You understand? So that's the thing that talent go into high school. You shouldn't be going into college, and when you come to college, you're supposed to teach you how to read properly, how to shoot, or to cut, and what is all that. And that is what
facts.
Right now, in terms of college. The females. The female, that is one era where I will never ever leave. We had an issue the other day, which we with me and the association, the female program. Most they don't know, I started my first two jobs was Coach Alpha for almost 5 to 6 years. We have lost 2 games in that 5 to 6 years. So I was winning with the female from early on. That's where I started. And to see where it reached a stage where we don't. You used to have the modern rubber stamp leagues, this, that. It was being catered to. And Mr. Natty made sure that he includes the female in every way that he could. You understand? If you don't have high school league and them go make transition into college, or the same thing affect you have to go try to ask a girl when the netball don't play. I say, listen, you can't come over and come play basketball. We teach you the game, and it's an easy transition. Easy transition. So that's what's been happening to female. Just need them to play as much as possible. I'm sorry that this pandemic have messed up what we had planned for them with the Super League for them to play. You understand? Because we're not going here. Me and Coach Brown and a few others, Keisha, all the people, Rocks and all of those persons. I just say young Kali, Matty, and so forth. These are persons who we are devoted into day-to-day, and as the days come back now and so forth into day-to-day running and support of the female program. You understand? We need to have it. We need to have it.
And let me just jump in as you said that to say that interview squad is willing to assist in any way possible to get that league off the ground. So whenever you need any support, we are here. We're saying this publicly. So we like that initiative and we totally support it.
Ruan, where your audience, everyone?
Huh?
You always make a talk. What you say? If you bring us.
Right. I just with that. I just remember saying that, and that came from the Mark Bluefield, the former president. That his slogan was bring a block and not a hammer. And we really think about it, that really was on the outside too. So I'm glad. I think the interview came about from we cutting Willie. Say, listen, talk about this and talk about that. If everybody find finger, if you find one, look how much do something. Yes, do something, man. I sit back and just smile and say, look at it. You understand? Look, really take up. I see stuff to do with the Facebook posting thing. When my son come at the college game, them want to come with a speaker system and sound system. And for promote again. Hey, trust them. When we see them something. You understand? So it's we I take it up because what we realize, is that everybody sit back in and look on the association, to do what they're supposed to do, and them now you are pointing finger and say this, and to take up the job and go do it. Them not do it, Them not doing it, and it's a very hard job. And people who take up position and go into the association realize that it's not a paid job. You understand? They take up so much hours. You know what they did? Them quit. So although persons there and so for where everybody are, because it's the only of them that take it up. We do it. You understand what I'm saying? So you must say, if you see something, you feel something can do better, you feel you can do better in something, you go and try and make a difference. You go and try and make a difference instead of your pine finger. You understand?
But with that said, Ruan,
yeah.
With that said, though, I think the association itself too should show a hand, say, yo, come help, no? And then people even offer them, bring them in. Don't say, all right, me hear you cry. You say you want help me hear you. So don't bring them in same way. Them want help, bring them in. Listen them out.
Yeah, it's serious because even when the first thing in the new president, Mr. Gardner's tenure, the good thing that I saw happen is that he kept a retreat, right? At Subine Park, where a stake where everybody in basketball you can come and give your views to see what was the problem why basketball have been having problems all over the years. And one common common, I mean, the common factor in everything is that we had a problem with dissemination of information. You understand? Most people don't know what is happening. Most people don't know what is happening. Now, even the person in a basketball don't know what's going on in a basketball.
Secret.
You get what I mean? So that one, whenever it on the platform, I use the platform them properly because they were so they were so they were so inclusive, exclusive of the person outside, and it was an inclusive thing. You know, as if this is my one and it should be our one. That is why the Southern Conference done so well, you know, because the Southern Conference is supposed to make the decision, you know. It's us. That's why Mr. Martin have a very good league. So if we brainstorm together how we're gonna come up with money, how we're gonna supposed to do for the league and so forth, that is it. We have an issue and the rules say I saw it go, I hit that and cut and dry it done.
I don't want to go too far with I don't want to go Ruan. I don't want to go too far with the argument there. I want more say we don't want to say this to probably a job or personally, but what Southern Conference do, you don't think the National Basketball League should do the same type of format?
In terms of what now?
It's finding funds. The brainstorm, we used to brainstorm.
Well, they just started it. It just started. Is one of the initiatives they took. We talked about the president. That's one thing I'm starting to also, and I said it to him publicly, and I said, listen, when this thing coming in, I don't endorse you. I endorse the other. The way how I see is that you are duly elected as the president. Me I support you. So if you feel, you never can say you never get help from this person and all that. And you know,
which is right. Even
he's my president, so me love the sport. I'm see the thing I want, so me have to go in and do what me have to do. I still like other people because if me not do that, the number one person I gonna suffer the kid. Trust me, the kid never gonna suffer because of my ego. You understand? Some of them put that apart, but as I said before, I think they're taking on what is happening now. They're a little bit more inclusive of persons that help for help. Because with even Hilton and Jeremy and Thomas, as we know, Chappie and so forth, I realize that they're like people with the website, and I know the website is key. So everyone can tell you whenever we travel and go anywhere and so forth, they're asking, what happened to your website? What's your website and all this? And our one is down. You understand? We have to pay somebody for maintain it and all of these things and so forth. It was always an issue. You understand? But it's hard and it really is a holy power and it really takes cash to care. But if you love it and really want to see it work, so if you come from the stages where it now function now and then cash come in, you are go benefit from it because the association we know in the clubs and management structure that and I have that in my club too. If you come in and you get a sponsor help to negotiate and you get a sponsor for the league, you get 10%. You just make the link and you get 10%. So nobody can sit down and do the help and say, you go if you know somebody in another company there, you call them and you make the link, you get 10% out of it. But it's, as I said before, it's a non-profit organization. It's not a professional thing and so forth. I think only 2 persons get paid from the get paid in the association, coordinator, secretary in the office, which come from the from SDF to the office monthly. You understand? So that's where they get paid for that. So there is no money really for we're making in there. So it's just 2 persons.
All right, Ruan. I know you. If I could use certain characteristic, I will put you as an organizer. The only when it comes to organizing, you are a person who like to organize your training session or you're going to go in the game, the different plays. In a Gleaner article, November 25th, 2014, you mentioned about the lack of preparation for the girls team who went to Central American and Caribbean games. I think you were the head coach back then. And you said because of that, they underachieved. National senior teams played against FSU down here. Lack of training sessions, lack of thing, and we say we underachieved. We approached the 2016 senior games where
Understand.
that we have an invitational and we won that one. However, we only spent about 2 weeks to prepare. As someone now who is sitting in the seat of an assistant national coach, I've said that articles from 2014 all the way up, and I mentioned up to now. We find out that it's a habit. We can use the word habit now. Yeah, for Jamaica to procrastinate when they come on to preparing these players for championship. We can look at the under 17 Panama games. Team that went to Panama, they prepare for about a month, 3 weeks. What's your view on this? As someone who believes in organizing and getting things ready, is this acceptable? Can we go forward as a nation, as someone trying to build a sport with this poor preparation time for these players to display the talent on the international scene?
All right. One of the things that has been happening, I just saying, as the time change, people nowadays, players, I should say also, players them get bossy also. Now,
Bossy.
the standards of the association now has changed. They'll make a mandate and that there are certain standards you have to have to when it comes to a national program. One, the most can provide provide at least meals and so forth and refreshment for the team. And trust me, it's costly. And players coming from meals and transportation, all of those things, it's costly at the take it up. And I said they don't have any money in terms of that. My thing is, before, what has happened before is that we didn't care. We were outside on the outside court in my time when all we had was just an igloo with some water. Where you have, as you notice in all Gary, in all of the sessions that we had a meal. We had meal, we had refreshments, all of those things. Players were helped with stipends to come to training and so forth. Right? These are the things that they put in place so they won't go back to the old days like this. And if they can't find that, I say to them that they can't find that they're not doing it, then wait until it reach a certain point, but at the same time it's not helping the program. So and again now the courts again now available to the court, that outside court with refurbishing the outside court is a problem. And then each association I think gets a summation from the credit from the Sports Development Foundation to use the indoor center. And it's a national team, right? So you get $2 million, right? You use it up to get to use the arena or whatever. But apart from that, if they have something it affect the NBL to also. Most people don't know. That's why the fixtures keep changing. If they have an event, they're going to kick you out and take that event because it's millions them getting. So it all comes down to money. You understand? And the number one issue what I see with that again is that the same persons who control all of this and giving you the money, it don't make sense to me. The government give you the money and then you have to pay back over the money also to them. You understand?
So like I can't.
Independent. You're independent and then you pay you get money from the government. You understand?
Yes.
Independent.
I think
is Independence Park is not owned by the government.
Hold on, before you answer. Before I answer, I think we had a question from someone, Fabian Sutherland, who sent in a question, I think relating to this. Willie, can you put that up for us?
All right, good evening, everyone. So my question for Coach Robinson is, why is it that our national team, the team that is representing our country, has to pay to use the facilities when we need it to train? As in, it seems as if we are paying Jamaica to represent Jamaica. So explain that for us, please.
I think you were in explaining that earlier about the Independence Park and the arrangement. Yeah, so I think you basically answer that for
So
Mr.
Independence Park,
Fabian.
Gary,
Yes.
Independence Park is basically Independence Park. It's not the government own it. So it's a different
Independent
thing.
Park, it,
Yeah, and if
them
you go back
Independent
to what
Park,
Ruan said, we need a home. We don't have a home. So
the
that is it.
facility for the
Yeah,
government.
yeah,
And that's what Independent Park do. But
yeah.
let me tell you something. And you see, we can understand, and this is where when we go around and we'll go wherever we go and so forth, me jealous of the other countries because
Mm.
number one, we can put in the infrastructure for success. You
Okay.
understand? Look at this. And we can get this on now. If you look at the stadium at netball, I think volleyball, all of them right to propose the court that be to get a lease from the association from them to get the place covered. Everybody, right?
Yes.
There, I heard their respond. Here, I heard that a respond was said that if they lease the place to them, the public is not going to get to use it. I'm shake my head. But anyhow, swimming right now
Mm.
is on a lease from Independence Park. And swimming get that lease because it's an high cost, right? The cost of maintaining that pool over there, they want to get that off their books. So they over the swimming area. So the swimming association could go ahead and start. If you go over there lately, I don't know when you go over there, if you ever go over there and see the changes when you start to the neck to over there. Upgrading the fast because it's off their book. So everything that they can raise them funds and make sure say them upgrade the facility for themselves. You understand? But on the other hand, why can't you do that for netball? Why can't you do that for basketball? The same way, at least the place. You understand? So I'm
Okay.
gonna have that
But
Rohan,
question,
hold on.
Ruan. Well, hold on. Before you go, with it. Question, Ruan. We mention over and over the infrastructure and that we need a home. We need to talk some solution. What about how can we speed up that process of getting a home for basketball? Can we have a GoFund page directly
Thank
for
you.
a basketball home? Can we talk to those players overseas to see how they can give back? I know Rick Turner spoke with Garfield the other day who mentioned that he's willing and ready to support whatever we are doing because basketball may give him a lot, give him a scholarship to go overseas and anyone can give back. Can we put something in place directly for the home, for our home for basketball than just constantly saying, what can we do, Ruan? What do you think?
All right, definitely. All right, there's a few issues, honor issues are happening in basketball where I just you have to know people are a pine figure and
Yes.
everything people, as I said before, blame Java. But the other day, I say to somebody, it's like if you keep doing that and you're not coming to help to fix the situation and give new ideas on how we can deal with it, right? Things go wrong, you come and help fix it. You understand?
Yes.
The GoFund page, wonderful. Did you know that a couple years ago, about two years ago or so forth, we needed 2,000 US dollars to pay our fees to CARICOM and so forth. We couldn't come up with the money.
Whoa, whoa,
We
whoa,
couldn't come up
whoa.
with the money.
$2,000.
2,000 US dollars.
Will he spend that
2,000 US
regular?
dollars.
Let's tell you.
2,000, right? But and I will tell you this. And if you will say to
Hold on,
right now,
Ruan. Hold on, Ruan. You say still saying the Jamaica national team want to leave and want 2,000 US and couldn't come up with the funds. You're talking about
Yes.
national team. You're not talking about just a team.
He's not talking
national
about
team.
players. He's talking about the national team.
we needed
The national team.
They needed
Yeah.
2,000 US to pay
Yes.
the entry for the competition. That way the
That's
competition
funny.
started, the team will leave nothing at all. You just need to
Yeah.
pay
That's funny.
2,000 US.
That's really funny
Right?
and sad.
Good.
It's funny and
And
sad in a way because you're talking about national team. You're talking about the Jamaica national team. I mean, the black, green, and gold. The government should have involved. Everybody should have come in part. Know that the country going to represent in our tournament.
Bonds. Basketball. Now get our ratings there. Just remember, we won the Special Olympics last year. No big. Nothing now go on. Nobody not come look for the players and the coach or nothing like that.
Well,
we need to make basketball great.
Make Ruan finishing point, but the thing about it, before Ruan finish, remember there are other sports who also go through these things, because I know table tennis have a lot of badminton who go through some issues. So let us just hear Ruan finish and see how we can address it.
Right. So with that situation where unfortunately we never had the money. I think Mr. Martin was the interim president at the time, reading the transition when Mr. Bloomfield resigned. From that, so you had an issue. They were preparing for election, a new administration, all of that. So there weren't any money, basically around. But it was sad. Eventually, they got a deal with the and that cost us a couple of years where the team couldn't compete. And to see the teams that won CARICOM, we are way better than them. Way better than them to move on. So it set us back in that term. So the tournament that we had to go to was the CSC games, and then we went to Australia, we went to Commonwealth games. But in terms of the CBA, the Caribbean Championship, we couldn't go in terms of that. We couldn't pay our entity. But the money eventually came later down. Eventually came later down. But we shouldn't be that.
You said setback. Sorry about that. You said setback. That means the Paris 2014 aim we're gonna have. That means we have tournaments to play to reach to that 2014 championship. Then
at that time, what did happen? Is that at that time we'd have been able to move further up in the rankings, but also right and more experience, seeing more players, gaining all of the momentum that we needed to move on to the next level. But we're set back right now. Right now we just have to start back. You understand?
Okay.
What I'm saying now, I am saying you guys gonna play tournaments leading up at 2024.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you have to.
After.
You have to win the. I think the top two team from CBC from the Caribbean Championship. From that, you move on to another round.
Yeah, but CBC champ. That's what I'm saying. The CBC.
That's the first step.
So players need to. That's because we're in 2020 now, and in our play CBC 2023. CBC never played earlier before. I have other tournaments before CBC, so we're now playing another tournaments there.
CBC, CBC should have been this summer. The CBC should have been this summer. So that is one of the things where you see where Coach Rick will try to raise funds about what we can do from earlier. The local team, the local squad, as I said before, supposed to become training from earlier. Understand? But everything comes down to funding. As I said before, we have a standard now that you cannot come national train and we can't provide meal at bus refresh for you. And unfortunately, there's no money. But me personally, they do a reason with the people then. Reason with the players them. I say, listen, this is the situation, my brother. This not their year, this not their year, this not their year. You understand? Me could do what for them. The NBA actually started late also, so we could actually look and see players out there and the team that will say, all right, we're going to invite you, or we're going to invite you and invite you. You understand? Personally, for me, as I said before, me had a problem where people coming from overseas and then you don't have the local players them. And remember, I was a part of that also, so I know it feel. I'm gonna feel like saying I get this. No, can tell you, everybody will get a chance to try out. Everybody.
Okay. Hold on. Before I go further, Ruan, you're leading into our next major question I want to ask. But before I have Willie bring up that slide, in regards to the players, I'm kind of not not pleased with certain things, and I'm just going to say it as a player, also a coach. I hear persons constantly using that lack of preparation is due to funding, and a lot of preparation is due to funding and funding and funding. However, we still bring the kids them overseas to be embarrassed and to be walk over. I strongly believe that we are supposed to be apologizing to these kids, because I personally, if I don't train a player good enough. For example, I have a championship, just a track and field, and it's a 4 day to running. That means a lot of stamina involved. And I only prepare that athlete for 2-3 weeks. I would rather pull that athlete from the tournament than to bring that athlete either to earth a muscle, pull a muscle, or to be embarrassed and mash up him mentally. Because when you go and you realize you get rubbed up by 70 and 80 points, we cannot say lack of funding make them not prepare, but we still like to bring them over there. Why? Why?
So
What I believe, I'm saying personally, as a coach, if I realize my team is not prepared adequately or in the right form, I'm going to pull them from the competition. We look funding for the next competition. We cannot bring them over there, because you, Barnes, Willard, and Ruan can say personally, watching that under 17 tournament, it hurt. It hurt.
Gary, I want to show you, if you don't send a team, you end up setback.
So being by 60 and 70 points, but almost every team in the league, that's not a setback.
In terms of Gary, we ask you, in terms of that, let me tell you what will happen. You have a couple of things that is happening. All right. You see the players that you're having some serious issues here. We're not gonna beat you on the bush and tell you. You see the players then here, we have players when them leave here, you cannot get them to play back for Jamaica. You understand? We're having some issues with their handlers, the persons who they are around. I mean, I take anybody if you say, listen, we'll go overseas and you're gonna lose your scholarship and all of that. But it's you. And one of the problems is that from earlier too is that they were I just say Java start have a calendar of events.
Yes.
Or things set out and so forth. So if you can plan from earlier and say, oh, this is the situation, right? Yeah. So the player can know, say, all right, we're gonna have players. It's time that we're not telling nobody to lose no scholarship, you know.
Yes.
Lose them, do anything to lose them and so forth. But players are saying to move. You understand? Players who we talk to on a regular basis, as soon as we start to contact them and send them messages about the program and all and so forth, they express to me and so forth, them can't do it. You understand? So boy, there's politics happening. You understand? And I don't like that. But guess what happened? We just say the next best man up. So with those young players, as I tell you, where the talent drain and them gone overseas, they're supposed to come back and fill that gap, you know.
Yes,
players, but they're not available. So what you have to know is that because of that, you have to try to inspire. Because you leave high school, right? In high school and play. In high school and play. Remember, you don't see no NBL, right? And actually, and so forth. What is the next? You're gonna play basketball and eat. You get what I'm saying? So out of that, I can tell you. Remember the same situation where we just go overseas and play. And we went to Trinidad 2006. We carried a team to Trinidad, male and female team. Aliman was our team, Remy Key, so forth, and a couple other guys. We had a female team.
Which Remy Key?
Remy Key. Junior Key. Yeah, Remy Key was very, I think just seemed to know, very good rebound and shot blocker. That's why he did that very well.
Really? Yeah. All right. Let's do that.
Out of that tournament, some scouts were there.
Really, back then, 50 needs to call him, you know.
Right. And Dallas scouts, average scouts were there and seeing and see the players and so forth. And he saw Aliman Aliman, we call Aliman. He saw Aliman. I was like, Aliman was raw. Aliman wasn't in a big player, but big style player out here and so forth. But when Aliman went to that tournament, he transformed. You understand?
Yeah.
He transformed and he was like, you have more players here and like that. And we said, yeah, man, from Jamaica, man, we have players at Dallas Mavericks Scout and say he wanted to come to Jamaica and all that. You know?
Yes.
So these are the things you never know. So he might go. From me and so forth, I remember when I go to the first time and go Barbados and so forth and we play and we see the crowd and all that and so forth. I said, boy, I'm to the game and we are playing at the game. I said, boy, I think we're good. You get inspired to come back home from work even harder, and that happened to the players. Even with the girls, them now, even with what they say happened in Mobile, with the tournament in Mobile. Some people ask how Jamaica benefit from that. Be like, what you just say a while ago?
They have never. Who said that? You need to count them.
Trust me, I will tell you after here. So it's a big debate in my group. How Jamaica benefit from it. My players, my players, because I brought all my team. All my teams go down there. And the man, them look for me and them see the players. And the players, them look for me and say, coach, I see where you that about. You have to let them sit. And he said, boy, I forgot to work harder. Man want to buy a ball. Man want to try to work because of the teeth. So you might just carry the teeth, them got a tournament. There's not everything is about win-win, you know. You have to get a start. But I'm saying the program, how it exists now, Gary, is not right. But one of the things that we don't have the continuous program right now, right?
Because that's a big problem.
The stadium are repair. Because remember, you know, they had it, they had the template. The template is there, and they had it, from earlier that we had the stadium using. So because we now home, we have to go GC, we have to go this, so we go piggyback on you, we have to run all out. If the outside courts were there and so forth, we do it. You get what I'm saying? Praise were there. Players are listen, we can't afford it, but this is how we do it. We do it. More coaches get inclusive, everybody get included in the goal situation. I made a suggestion that, yeah.
You said we do it. I believe this is outside person can use morning time, morning training. And you used to do it as a junior player, have morning training. Senior players have morning training. So if we want to work, we can work. Because outside coach can use, but just don't have the light. Just don't do it that day. Night, actually. Just do it that day.
Time.
Right, I think them installing the lights and things at the stadium, you know. I think just that we go up to them installing the lights at the stadium.
I think we might visit the stadium.
My thing what I was planning to do is that as you right now you the boys and so forth and X and so forth. I was planning to have sessions except on a weekend and so forth, and the technical aspect of the players. So even when tryouts come in, when you come to tryouts, you would know a few things. Because we are not technically sound, we are play run up and basketball and so forth. This is not basketball. Who go away and see it, but you go away and see it and so this is not basketball we are playing. This is nothing compared to what is out here. So most people have to ask
so what caused that? What caused that?
Hold on. Yes. Before I reach there, so Willie, I think it's the best time to bring in that slide, as he mentioned that we cannot compete. This for the viewers.
But wait, and also Ruan, bear in mind, O'Neil Brown asked this question and would I want you attempt to answer it after. Cool. So what show the slide?
And then say, all right, for the viewers who are looking, these are some of the potential persons that might be a part of our Paris 24 team. As you can look, going up, Jerome Jordan, Adrian Forbes, Ricardo Aliman, Samardo, Kevin, Omari, Joel. We can take your time going up. These are players we are open to be a part, and use the word open. All Jamaica but go all the way up, Willie, so we can sit at Sandale, I don't know what happened. Going up.
Sandale and Paula, brother.
And then we have Jerome Thomas at the bottom. All right. With that being said, persons you can visit the Jamaica Basketball Project. on Facebook, take a view that might be too quick for you, so somebody don't get a chance to see the faces. But those are potential persons. All right. O'Neill Brown asking a question, Ruan.
What is the coaching gap in Jamaica compared to elsewhere in the world? Because we talk about the player a while ago, we want to talk about the coaches.
It's big guy road that bike is so wide and far. You can't just me. The people up there way. Yeah, that's that.
Yes. It's a good distance. Hearing us, Willie?
Ruan, are you hearing us?
I'm gonna take
Hear me?
Look like internet push up there.
Yeah, the two.
Oh, yeah, man, 5G.
Gap too wide, man.
All right, team back.
The gap is wide.
Very
Yeah, the gap is really wide. And then as Coach Brown, I said we have been on many trips overseas, and we can see the style, the style of play, the coaching. You have a proper coaching staff. No one man can coach basketball.
I was about to get to that.
You feel so bad when we can't even sleep because we're up and we have to look through Brown's friend hours. You understand? Hours up and dissect the team. The man have a coach for everything.
Which is
everything that going on. Everything. That's how a program is supposed to be. So you have a defensive coach and coach at that. They have everything. That's how it runs. I understand which is step we want to get to. That my thing is that for me now is that I said to the man them say I'm gonna go at the Easter meeting them and I say a few things. I'm saying to Mr. Remy Key with everything. Meeting personally, and the other day the NBA Jumpstart coaches tell them a part of it have been said to them, and you see the kids them get damaged out there in terms of technicality. You see this zone thing where we are teaching kids them how to play zone from an early age and start to play zone. As Kelly, I tell you that when him go over so the other day, all the kids them are run around him. You understand? You have to be able to hold your own. You understand? You have to be able to hold your own. Me, I go back after you each day, right? So you bring the ball up the court, right? That's why when I have pretty good ball handlers, no kind of bad no really work on them game no more, like that, you know. You understand? If I'm going to sit down in a zone, it give me any drive to work on my dribbling. Yeah.
All right.
Ruan.
And a man, every day. Yeah, play.
Ruan, we have another. Oh, go on. Oh, no.
I'm not here.
Ruan, we have another question here from Calvin Malcolm. What happened to the team that trained for China? No team was picked and no trip was made and no explanation was given. I guess you want to know what go on.
That was back then, yeah.
What happened? You have any insight on this? And you know?
China for the male team that was training.
I think we won the 2016 trials and we were supposed to go China down in the year, but I don't know what took place. That was when the Jamrock, yeah. I think we beat Guyana and the rest of them.
I think they never fully grasp what was happening in terms of that, what was said to us. That's why I related that information to you. But what they did when they came, because I went to the large chat, what was it? Oxford Court and so forth. I went to the launch there. What they did was that China had partner with us to have, they're gonna focus on the female aspect of the game. You understand?
Okay.
Because that wasn't being focused on. So what happened now, each summer now you have the girls now, and I said each summer now you have the girls. I think about 15 to 16 are girls and so forth, and two coaches and so leave the island for 3 months to camp train in China. Past maybe 2 years. You understand? So from that. So we're looking forward to having the league right now to see them, because they have next, so things have been going, they have been doing well. You understand, in terms of doing that. Dave Black and Susie and everybody from that program doing and working in terms of that. Daisy and so forth will push it. They have the chat rooms are regular from time to time. I'm in there talking to them and so forth in terms of that. Because that was shifted to the female side. That's what happened. They focus on that.
Ruan, Willie, before you can put back that message from Ryan a while ago to Ruan. We constantly see persons posting this best coach in Jamaica, hands down. There's a lot of persons, a lot of players who consider you to be a coach that just develop them, and what I'm saying now, they just continue to praise. However, I'm going to put you in that hot seat now.
Ruan is the most hated coach, though, by the way.
but right now, I put Ruan at the hot seat. Ruan, a lot of local players are sometimes, just even with the website that we just show about the players, complaining, Jamaican players not on it, this and with that and with this, and we complain a lot. I realize a lot of talking taking place. You as a coach, who basically see almost all of these senior players who are talking. You're in the hot seat. Which 3 or 4 can you identify 4 players that you personally would introduce to the tryouts and know that they work hard enough on their game out here and they really can compete with those names that are being selected to go on our we are trying to get on our team?
Well, right off the bat, Tommy's son. You know Tommy's son?
Tommy McDonald.
That's not Tommy's son. I know. That's not Tommy's son.
Okay.
No,
Tommy's son, Jerome, man.
Tommy's son and Jerome and Fabian.
Yeah.
Sons.
Right off the bat, Jerome is the most talented kid. Trust me, me want to know. Every time I ask him, it's like, Jerome, where are the Jamaica? And it's you know. What I said, not before this time, but right off the bat, Jerome, Ramon Spencer from Raytown.
Yes.
Wi-Fi.
Right. Wi-Fi. Right, Ramon. Then you have kid from Montego Bay,
Slash, yeah.
Right.
Clip on GC Faster.
Yeah, and Tommy himself.
Yeah, definitely.
McDonald.
Yeah, man.
Tommy himself. In terms of bigs. In terms of big though, Nick is on the post already, so you see Nick.
Yeah, what's your name?
Already.
Nick already.
Well, I said that those 3.
Those 4.
4.
3 more. Right now, with Mr. White, I don't think he set the game. And I hear him say something the other day that him price 24, he was commenting on it and he was talking about being too old. But if that's not your dream, you're never too old. You understand?
Okay.
You're never too old. But him don't
tell him run, come no me too old. Tell him run, man. No me too old, man.
Him don't take the game seriously. Him don't get the game serious. That's one for everybody who know him don't take the game serious. And that's the issue we have with him. Him don't take it serious. So we will just leave him alone. But those are the 3 kids that we say right now where them can actually come out and actually do something.
And I'm going to still put you on the spot because tonight you are the coach. You're called Ramon Spencer from Raytown. What do you need to improve on? Because they are taking advice as you speak, So what do you think he's supposed to work on? If you are supposed to give him advice.
Right, you have to work on it. You have to work on him ball handling skills. You have to work on
defense.
Ball defense. Defense is pride, Barnes can tell you, defense come to pride, Every coach tell you,
They can't just play defense.
Defense, I just say pride. Defense come down to pride. Me ever stop you. You understand? You know, score so hard for me. Me ever do everything. Defense.
Me know. I saw me play them, man. You know that, Ruan.
Jerome Thomas.
Jerome. Sorry, for Ramon, he need to just get stronger, a little bit more, technically sound, as I said before, how to move on the court and so forth, Jerome, for Jerome, I just think.
Basketball IQ.
That's a better leader.
Yeah.
Like,
funny enough,
not really.
Jerome stated that in IQ story, That's what I'm like with him.
Jerome, tell me what I love with Jerome. Jerome learned the game from inside out. You understand? Where them play him under position, him play at the 4 position and in a college or GC and all something, and they play the game inside out and they kill him and he persevere. But what Jerome need to do for Jerome get better is that Jerome have to play against better competition. That makes you get better.
It's difficult.
Which is difficult to find that. So it can easy, as you can see when you play, you can see say this kid talent is not normal. You get what I mean? Very athletic, he can shoot the ball, he can dribble the ball and so forth, but to think the game and so forth, that's on the era he will learn in time. And if you're in a good structure when he can do that, we will much.
Nick from Michael.
Hey boy Gary, yo, I think
Ruan for his advice really. Jesus.
I think Jerome, hold on now. I just think Jerome needs to develop a thing that when team believe in him and willing to go war for him. Like Jerome, like I feel some players might think.
But really, we are talking about national team. We are making a team in a different team.
Jerome can make the team already. I talk about for getting to the next level.
With Jerome, Jerome issue, well, I say you will learn. You see, if you're a scorer, enough people want to play Kobe, enough people want to play a dominant 2 guard or whatever and so forth. We are going to shoot the ball, right? He's a scorer, right? To learn how to actually get big man, them a rebound fee, other person, them a steer team and say, yo, shoot the ball and do all of that. You have to get it to them. Give them some touches and them come down and so forth, so them will play for you instead of you are go at it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
you understand?
And
for you.
To interject with that, regarding that, as a player myself, it comes down to personality. You see, the conversation off court is very important. So I don't think I would put it strongly in the sense that you need to come down and pass it to them. You say, you communicate and reason with your players them off court. When they go on the court with them, come out as an army and ready to do anything. Because I can tell you personally, I have played with some persons who shoot the ball extremely too much.
People say
shoot the ball a whole lot. But I want 3 championships with shooting. You know why? Because when we come off the court, regardless of what, our main aim was together to make sure we're going to get the championship. So we understand what shooting are going to do. We understand, say, him going to shoot 100 times. So he never going to give me the ball for me to compliment him the ball. We have to know each other. So it comes down to Jerome talk to him, players them after the court to say, listen, you might say with X and X is Y and try to make them see the game or you see it. Because as a star, Jordan makes sure, we can call LeBron because Ruan is on it. Jordan ensure that his player them off court. You hear what them say? Them say fear in his eye when them talk to them even in training. Because them have to them on the same level. So personality is very important to be a killer on the court.
But as I'm saying to you, but you have plenty players who are this ground to also. It's this thing, everybody have an ego,
Yeah.
And jealousy in it, Trust me, it's anything and everything about you know how to get to that person on your team. You understand the person might try to reach where you are trying to go. Also, but you have to learn how to deal with it. Sometimes you have to use some sarcasm for them to also. You see.
Yeah.
So what we do this, You see it, you can't do it by yourself. Do all of that. Right? That's simple as that. Sometimes you have to do that.
Yeah, what you that's about Nick? Why him improve?
No, yeah, Nick. I run the coach them. I don't know why you give advice now. Ruan, Max, you know. Nick, Ruan. Looking at Nick game, I personally got the opportunity to see him playing business house full out, and I'm saying right now he's a complete big man in Jamaica. What's your view? What you need to work on?
Nick?
Yeah.
Nick does need to work some more upon him ball handling skill and stay upon the floor. If not say him easily leave him feet. And the pump faking him jump. And that's where go and work on him ball handling them some more support. He's pretty good.
What about aggression? What about aggression? I feel him need for a more.
Willie,
I'm a fan of the sport. I'm a fan of Nick.
Willie, the coach and scout no?
Remember, me assistant coach to Ruan,
No, not on the national team. Not on the national team.
Slash. We're not leaving out our West people, them Moby, big up all who are watch. Slash
a killer, man.
Slash him relentless. Him remind me of Omar Barnes.
Yeah.
Relentless, relentless. Play defense. Attack you all of them. Now him not have a jump shot really, but him attack you, keep going at you. You know, regardless of what is happening. And so forth. I like that. And if you work some more on the defense, and some more on the defense like that. In terms of that.
Tommy, last one.
Tommy, general. Tommy, trust me. Tommy, the Division 1 Open League, sorry, not Division 1. Finals, we just won the other day. Tommy have come far. He's one of the players them that I regret losing at one stage because Tommy was at Exed, you know, and we had him for like the summer. Him and Ashley at the time at Exed, and we were there working out every day. And was looking forward to for the season, but unfortunately for us, fortunately for him, Michael recruited him, and which had a better offer, so he took that up. And to see Tommy come from so far, he works very hard. We are wondering if Tommy is tired, not ever get tired. He works very hard.
Yeah, man, him dep on drugs.
One working hard, and the other thing about it is for him humble and smart. You understand? Humble, and it's not the key. It's when you're humble, you understand? And if you see him a lead by example, kind of hustle and go hard and your teammate like that, you see how to play that player like that. So if you do have something, you say, all right, cool, and I hit that. That's what the one of the things we love about Tommy. Tommy working in the system, and then him go develop a jump shot. I think that although me watch a program, I hear him say, program overseas helped him so much when he leave in the summer. He had nothing to do. I always check him out and so forth. He was in the gym shooting around, just shooting. You might think, say, him not going to the gym for say, all right, I'm going to shoot 100 shots and all that, but it's a repetition. Just by getting up those shots, it become muscle.
Yeah,
and in terms of also the website, the persons that we explain what is happening, the persons that you see up on the page that we ask persons to send some clips and so forth. In terms of the pictures and so forth, you see there, those are the persons that are eligible who are Jamaican born. You have other players now who is not there, you know, where we are naturalized players, so you can only use one of those persons. You understand? Those persons are born here and playing overseas, are playing professionally. So in terms of marketing too and so forth, remember say we are trying to look funding overseas, so these persons can relate. See, all right, we are using the platform. That is why I see them up there in terms of that. We the NBL and one of the things that we don't do and we are hopes that we can get this done in terms of capturing somebody with an iPad, a tablet, or something, so we can get highlight. It's so good it was to see Jerome and Tommy go at it in the business house, and all of these persons is help. You understand? And they say Gavin was doing a very good job last season for coming and go back and watch the games over and the games on YouTube. All of these things. You understand, to help the game.
Yeah, the interview squad. You have Action Jamaica. We doesn't even talk.
I have Gavin
I
doing
have
thing tomorrow.
Gavin. So just
Yeah, man,
talk.
Gavin,
As I said, the family is close, you know. We just need persons to say yes. Come, let's
yeah,
do
man.
this.
So as I say, with Simon, cause even with Simon right now, what is happening, you know? Yesterday I get a call. Simon did a video for we have some of the top boys in the program, and we did a workout video with them at Georgia. And from that, we get a lot of calls and videos up on YouTube. Even last night, not last, I think last night, I think Monday night, I get contacted by one of our former players them to also Staples asking for the girls and said, listen, send them the video, shoot the video quickly, and she looks with us right.
I gave somebody a number to a former player who got a scholarship through the Star Search thing, and he must say, look for give back. So he might be a number, so he probably soon link you to him. He might all big up Barnes, but I don't know if him link Barnes.
All right. Time is against us. So before we close off, Ruan, just give the talk, tell the viewers a little bit about Jamaica Basketball Project. Who's returner? I know that him have a program going on during the nights, and so our viewers can also go and support the movement, because I realize now that a lot of things are putting in place for the national team, Paris 24, and I like it. I like what I'm seeing. Page is up. There's more dialogue, transparency is taking place in regards to talking to these players. So let the viewers know about Jamaica Basketball Project, what time they come on at nights, and who's returner, because persons keep asking me, who's returner? Let them know.
Well, like I said, with Rick Turner, I've been coming to Jamaica for over 25 years. Or 20 years, yeah. The jump ball program, which is the head coach, which jump ball is one of the longest running camp in the island, with over 300 kids daily, for 4 days in Kingston, and then we have rural camps, which is where I meet and see all of these girls. Actually, as I stated before, as are in states, each year I go down to Santa Cruz to help out. So Rick has been instrumental in helping in that area in terms of training young coaches. I've learned a lot from him. So what in the program, what happened is that you signed up, you learn how to coach these kids. Then you get signed up, choose a date, and you get signed up for a date where you are available. From that, now we choose 3 young coaches. So we take them around the island, and then I would cause for that part I'm the director of that part of it. Right. So what I do now is that they would come up with their training plan and so forth, and they would run the camp, and then I would grade them. You understand, at the end of the day for certain things. John Gassi is one of the person who runs another clinic again out of it. So Rick was very instrumental in teaching these kids for many years. He wanted to get involved with the association from a long time to help out with the program, but some way, somehow, Jabba and him, it just didn't happen. As I said, nothing happened before its time. Really, right, yeah. And I said, to the new president, I said to Parker, I said, listen, this is the situation, and there's nothing really, and Rick would like to take up the program, be a part of the program support, and I said, all right, met the link, and from that he then took up the reins to deal with it. So the first thing first is putting the coaching staff together, coming up with getting the website, get a GoFundMe page or so forth, where people can donate and so forth to it. You know, coming in interviewing, as you can see, nightly, 8 o'clock or so forth, where we have guests. The players who will actually leave here, as I said before, leave here and go overseas and was pretty much successful. He was also part of the Seattle Supersonics NBA team,
Oh,
right?
wow. Mm-hmm.
Coaching. So yes, he was a part of that. You can everybody can Google him and think. So also worked in China also with the Chinese program for a while too also. So he has a lot of experience in terms of that, and it means well there's somebody who really loves the island. You understand? And for somebody who
Okay.
spent one back here through the program, you can really see that he's one of us. I can actually say that he's one of us. Thank
Which
you
is
for that.
lovely. And I can second that. Really good person. Got the chance to talk with him, did an interview with him, and
Hmm.
it just mean good for the sport. So we're all for support. Before you go, Ruan, what's your vision? What would you encourage the players and organizers, admin who is looking now? What do you want to? How do you want to see Jamaica basketball in the next 4 or 5 years? What are some of the things you're hoping we can pull together and accomplish?
Right. First of all, ask middle of everybody call and how them can help. That's the
Yeah.
first thing. What can I
Yes.
do for help? These are my skills, and I am here and I'm willing to help. That's the first thing, right? Try to get involved. Because, as I say, basically that's what I operate on a skeleton crew. Good? They,
Yes.
as I said before, we think they you have different associations. The referee body get themselves organized. You have the coaching association. What is needed next is a players association. Who's gonna start that? What are
Mm-hmm.
you so constant? You need a players association. Who can talk with the players? You understand?
Yes.
You understand? You need persons to start whenever them have a meeting and come to the meeting and a meeting. Come there, listen what is happening. Let your voice be heard. Because what I've noticed over the years that I have to be disseminating information to other club players. So what is happening is that coaches coming into the meeting are members of the different organizations, different teams, and not disseminating the information back to the players. That is why whenever my club, whenever I go to the meeting, we make sure we tell the players what is happening. You understand? We need to
Yes.
move past the situation where you just a man just want to come play some ball where you can have club. If you notice, there are only 3 teams and 3 clubs that ever win the NBL. You understand? And there are 3 clubs. There are St. George's, there's Tivoli, and Urban Knights.
Wait,
And they
Running
have
Rebels
one
never win
team.
yet.
They never win the NBL.
Never know.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
understand?
okay. Okay.
Right. The key to it is management. You understand? Becoming a
It's a
becoming
good
a know the rules.
Willie,
Yeah.
Willie, Willie.
Mm.
You just
Whoa.
Stand and run.
that's
Go
what
on
you're
and run.
supposed to do.
Willie. Before it changed the NBL, Rebels used to win. Yeah?
Okay.
Though,
I
That's
am.
though, you know what?
Virgil.
I'm just a fan
Okay.
Listen,
asking a
NBA.
question. All right.
Okay.
Cool.
NBA NBA
Yes.
from the NBA started, that's what been happening. Rebels have won
Oh,
the Division One before, Braves and all of those teams before. But when the
yes.
NBA started on the
Mm.
bigger
Yes.
stage and so forth,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's only 3 teams have won it. And just
Okay. And
because of
it's
that. And they say
Slayers. Against
mm-hmm.
Slayers,
Players
Tivoli,
Urban Knights and Tivoli.
in
Urban
Tivoli.
Knights, and
Nobody
Tivoli.
else.
All
Nobody
right.
else have won it. And you
Okay.
Okay.
understand? So your structured thing, management and all that. And from we go through there, once you have good leadership and so forth, the sky is the limit. But I think
Okay.
everybody needs to get involved more. Don't just sit back and ask questions. You understand? Coming, how can I help? And you see what will happen and change the game. Don't be out there and follow people and point fingers and say this is the situation. Just ask questions and say, how can I get involved and do it?
Rowan, well, before you
Okay.
even leave, we have a question here from Kenneth.
Mm.
What has been your high point as a coach so far?
I find as a coach, wow. Mm. I think just putting on the eye point as a coach, just actually putting on the colors, putting on
Mm-hmm.
the colors. That's my eye point. You know, I will never forget my first venture out. I will tell you the story quickly. Is that remember we were in Barbados and I don't want to happen. They were having some issues, and we couldn't get our flight out of Barbados. And in the night, we were there sleeping in the airport, and then all of a sudden, somebody see that lovebird wing cruising in to the tarmac to the. When we look, it was our Air Jamaica, and every one of my girls, Christina, the Latouche, all them, and Tasha, all of them. I remember we get up and them start singing the national anthem. You understand? And we felt so good. We felt so good. That stick in my mind. I tell you, water run out of my eye. Remember in that time. And to tell you, on it, when we on the plane, when the plane came in and so forth, you know what was happening? The flight crew was basketball, basically. I don't know if anybody knows Psycho. Psycho was one of when they heard what was happening and to get a crew emergency to come and get us and so forth. Psycho, a basketball again, he was in charge of the flight crew. And then another person who was the pilot of the plane was a wife of another basketball player, Andy. And so his wife flew the plane, the only female pilot Air Jamaica had at the time. So that's where the basketball family was, and that was one of my proudest moments. I'll tell you, putting on the colors, I don't play with it. If you know me, I'm all about my country. That's why I'm still here, and I don't plan to leave and go build nobody out of country until we help out with mine. If we can do what we can, and then decide to live my life after.
Okay. All right then. We have just listened to Ruan share some what I say now, some precious points.
Gary.
Yes. We have questions?
We have a bunch of questions that come
All right, then let's show them in, because
All right. Well, from Leon Chung. What was your first championship as a coach?
First championship as a coach was Alpha Academy, my girls team.
Girls
team. Alpha Academy, my girls team.
All right, we have Okay. We have another one from Rashida. What are they doing to evolve for women's basketball? It seems like the focus is always on the men's side. There's a lot of talented girls in Jamaica.
Well, there, as I said before, there's a program where there's nothing for the males basically, and there's only a program in terms of development for the females now. So right now the females are winning in terms of they are the persons leaving the island each year, a group of them to go out and get practice and get better. That's what's been happening in terms of that. But there's no league yet because of the pandemic. There was going to be one for that.
Okay. What else? I'm looking because Coliseum have some questions for you. Okay.
Well, any more questions, Willard?
Yeah, just reading through. Ruan play against legends from different eras. Gunnar, Roger, Marshall, Boland, Gaff, Mugabe, Staples, Zico. Ask him one question about his playing dates. That's the question. Never mind, Ruan. What? Never mind, Ruan. Never mind.
Yeah, just have a good night and be safe, coach.
I need to ask about this. What is this? Where is this and who are these players beside you? Tell me about this picture right here.
The Golden State before Golden State.
Golden State before there.
What team skills. All right. That's all right. Mr. Fabian around there. Where me that do? I'll flee that one flee around there, sir.
All right.
We have to have fun, you know.
Yeah. As we said, it's the reason why we invite Ruan. Ruan is basketball. Basketball is Ruan. You see that Mr. Wells just posted a picture of a community basketball. Ruan coach in leagues and also ensure. I don't know, Ruan, if you consider playing basketball on Saturday, a senior camp. I see it as a senior camp for basketball. Because you can always turn up and coach pick up ball against you.
Yeah.
Trust me. Against me.
I like to win, you know. I like to win. I like to win. Have the power for winning.
Switch for winning.
I like to win.
All right, we just have to say thanks for Ruan to giving about 2 hours I think it's the longest interview and feel like the shortest due to the fact that there's so much things we could talk about and questions that we want to just be loved by a lot of players.
Yeah, and people are vets. If me not get to ask them question, but John, we like what I got a part 2, Ruan.
We have a part 2 for Ruan. So thanks for coming, Ruan, on the program. We are trying our best to make the development of basketball. We want everybody unite. What is going on?
Wait. Michael asked a question. Sorry, yo. Ruan, answer one and I have one more question after that.
All right, then. Let's go. Our mentorship program would help influence girls to be more interested and dedicated to the sport.
Yeah,
that's definitely.
Definitely, you need a mentorship program right now and so forth. And I would say this publicly here. Right now, we need one of the top local players and also very influential. Sasha, nobody knows Sasha and things and so forth, but we need Simone Jackson to get more involved in terms of the program. And we know something had some issue with Java and issue and so forth. As I said before, I say to her personally, Simone, you just need to make a call, come in, sit down and hear your girls. Because guess what? The girls need you. What you're doing is on a smaller stage right now. You could be doing it at a bigger stage to help everyone. You're a living legend. You understand? And you can
real, true. Facts. Ruan, there's some love sending to you. Ruan is loved by his sister in Atlanta too. Tell him I said hi. Moses, what do you think about the future of Excelsior High School basketball? Ruan, you're not going to leave, you know.
It's good, man. Probably have no word. It looks good. We have the whole board and giving back now and so forth. No, my team actually win the preseason tournament, which I started out promoting 3-3 with. So we win in terms of the male. That's the only team that I've coached who haven't won the championship. So the old boys have came back now and start to support the program and Gerard and Carl Baxter and Bull and so forth. So we have a summer camp, 3-week summer camp right now, and it's paying off. And we have a Friday open gym on a Friday because we realize the kids in Jamaica they're not playing as much basketball as we did. As them leave school and then I hate that. So you can't come to school just so you have school training, you'll get better. You have to play basketball after the sport. You don't get better at just training, you get better practicing for your own, and that is the hardest part.
Okay. All right then. Willard, we are going to close off now. As I said, we might have to need a part 2.
I'm going to tell you, say you have one more question, man, after this.
All right, and cool.
See the question then where Kali ask, how do they come here? No, yeah, all of them legend there. We have no legend, we have nobody like that down here now playing in our league.
No. Right now, no. We don't have anybody that way right now. As I said before, the persons who supposed to carry the league, carry on the league, they are gone overseas. So that the talent drain from the island is really, it impacts our league greatly if people never realize.
So it's good for them come back, come help out. Do something. Not even say come back, but
do something. There's to do it, That's before. Remember the Jamrockers tournament as we need to mentor and all that person and God and so forth. Remember the Jamrockers tournament was very inspiring to these kids, seeing the person them who leave and come back. And that started off of my Facebook page by those people talking, trash talking between Gaff and Mugabe and so forth. And
Marley see that. Marley see them Roger said have a question, but I can't find it, Ruan. He might go pressure me, but I saw it go.
So, with that being said, Ruan, again, we really appreciate that you take the time out to come and just have a discussion with us. Let us know how you feel about basketball, what basketball is all about, and how you want to what your vision for the sport in the next 4 or 5 years. So on behalf of the interview team, we just want to say thanks once more, Ruan. And peace. Appreciate it. Stay safe. Awesome. All right, for the viewers, earlier Willard posed a question to Ruan in regards to the females. How can we help support the female league and get them up? If you realize the interview squad every weekend or at least every week we are trying to bring female on set. This Saturday coming we have Sasha Dixon and Melissa Ferguson. I don't know if Ruan remember Mel. She's overseas now. Melissa Ferguson. She's overseas now. She's doing some recruiting for our NCAA team. She said she would like to be a part of the program. So this Saturday, the females who are watching now, go and tell your friends. We have a local female basketball player that will be on, also our international former player. She represents for Jamaica back then, and she'll be here on Saturday. So every single week we bring females on our set. Females support it. That's the best way. Someone tell someone. Let everybody try and support.
That's what I was saying to Simon from Action Jamaica. I tell you, Simon did a very good video of the girls and work put them to the JV and Sanati will carry them on Casey and so forth. And from that, we have the persons them looking at the girls them and so forth. In terms, some girls are older and so forth, but we are working. We want visual. The first thing the coaches ask you when they like this girl and so forth, you have a player, you have video. And it's simple as that. We don't have any. Right now, we link to academy in Europe. The academy, the Stellars are academy in Europe where Corzingez and Banyani and so forth came from.
Oh.
Right now, Samandez and so forth. I have a link and I'm recruiting for him also. The kid from George is the big kid from George. What's his name again? It just got a scholarship on Ghana also. For him, I was looking. Right, for Gail, I was looking at Gail to go, but at the time Gail just turned 16. They were saying Gail is close to a professional already in Europe. So Gail they want for young from about 14 and so forth. They're still looking for persons here. But it's, as I say, it's hard to send them up. So you would go up with your parents and so forth. And I actually send that out into the coaching group to also. So listen, I just want them to get some video and send out, But as I said before, there's a lot of politics in terms of that and so forth. But it's another program for all of that in terms of that. But something else, we just turn a recruiter, and then we say, all right, listen, Gail made a video and I show it to her and she sent it to them and so forth. And then the rest is history. Gail left. You understand? So this is the situation. Like, one thing drop off for once me hear something, I'm here and a kid and say, where you want me, no matter coach, yes or no, you have to leave the country have a benefit, and that's one more young man off of the street. Simple as that.
Straight. You see what Owen saying? Link him so him can know of help. All right.
Yes, brother.
Rajas sent a message to him. Said, do you think we can put in place a proper infrastructure with the current executive in order to have a successful national program and a youth program to develop players for a better life?
Definitely. Based on what is happening now, I just say people are coming up from the woodwork and so forth. Is that, as I say, the generation before they actually try things and things never work out. You understand? This generation tends to like to point finger in terms of before them come and help. This program, as I said before, basically started out by we saying just listen, try something, could do something. And so the program take off. Everybody have a voice now, can speak them, they give them opinion and the way forward. So and that must big up Mark Broomfield in terms of initiatives.
Yeah, man, big up Mark.
All of the naysayers now, I said to you, stop that. We'll go up on a new page. We can't bother. We will learn from the past now. So the first thing now, as I said before, is we're gonna try our best to see how we can work out that and talk break. We can set up a GoFundMe page. There's no way the league's supposed to play. Can't play for money because we don't have the money and that. We can trump it up and play.
Joke thing.
Everybody paid and put in until when you start to do it and put out the product, it will sell, You understand? Don't look on the association alone to say, we need for this and Java for this. No, what are you doing? You understand? What are you doing to get the product up? We want to play some ball, all right? We want the best product out here. How much shot a day you take? you work on your ball and you just want to run up and up and say you can play somebody. You have to work on the product too. You get what I'm saying? See that simple as that. Everybody have them path to play. How can I help? That one hear people like I'm in the business what happened in the past, make us fix it. We see what happened, we gotta learn from it. Make us fix it and go forward.
So Ruan finish with the tagline, what are you doing?
What are you
yes, so that's the tagline. Yes. What are you doing? So that's the tagline coming from Ruan. Anytime anybody mention anything negative about the sport, what are you doing? All right. So again, it's a good interview, Willie. I don't know. You're smiling like you're looking at the messages. I don't know if you have more.
No, man. We're good with this. We can have a part 2. Ruan, you break the record. 2 hours match. Mr. Flemo, I hate. I don't know what you say, but.
All right. I'm going to bust a tin mackerel and some white rice and some, it's about that time. So, interview squad, Jamaica style, tropical country, so we say move, we are out. Boom.
And please remember to subscribe.
Subscribe.
Like and share. All right, Rohan. Respect here.
Respect the general.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. Yo, love the question there.
All right, cool. Jamaica.